Quick Friday evening update here as a federal judge says he's not interested in delaying the gun ban challenge so the state can figure out what they passed. It's Bishop on Air on this Friday evening before I step out to grab some food. So yeah, people asking in the live chat here, what the heck am I doing? So let's go ahead and get into this. I want to give you guys this quick update and take a look at the story published at thecentersquare.com. where you can read about Judge Stephen McGlynn and the trajectory of this case. Of course, Illinois enacted that ban on 170 semi-automatic firearms, certain capacities of magazines and attachments in January of 2023. Tons of lawsuits filed after that, and Judge Stephen McGlynn in the Southern District handling the complaints consolidated. And what you have is, of course, these complaints have gone through on preliminary measures. But now you've got the issue being brought up on the merits. And if you follow me on X, just search Bishop on Air, you can actually see the entire thread of where we're at with this case. So watch, of course, Bishop on Air on X regularly if you are on that platform, because when we have these types of hearings, you'll see just how these things play out. So going through this, McGlynn, he revisited an earlier conference hearing where litigants were asked how to proceed on the merits, various stipulations, declarations from witnesses that they plan on briefing. He asked the plaintiffs about any witnesses, and the Barnett attorney said that they plan on having some witnesses. But then they went on to go back and forth with the state saying that they needed to delay this. So just before Friday's hearing, you had the state file a brief spelling out what they want to see for the case timeline, and they had discovery wrapping up November 30th, while the plaintiffs had proposed wrapping up discovery in mid-July. But Judge McGlynn, he said that he has no interest in delaying this case any further. He went on to say, and again, follow me on X and you can read that. He says that he sees no reason to delay this any further for any length of time. I'm not interested in delaying this case for any length of time so that the government can figure out what they've passed in the legislation, McGlynn said. He also went on to express his feelings on what the case really is about. What, is it common firearms that are being challenged here? They're looking at the Seventh Circuit opinion on preliminary issues and whether or not they're just focusing on AR-15s or a class of certain types of firearms. So clearly you've got Judge McGlynn narrowing down on the scope that he wants to go forward here, and the types of expert testimony or documentation they're going to get. But the state's lawyer is worried that they're going to run into an element of surprise, and they want a trial by paper to mitigate any anxiety of the element of surprise. They want to know what the plaintiffs are standing for and what they are trying to prove up. So the judge said that for him, move forward in expeditious fashion. Says that there are differences in this case from personal injury and contract dispute cases, so he wants to be able to get a good record on all of this. But McGlynn gave the plaintiffs until Tuesday to file who is going to be representing the plaintiffs while they work through the discovery and the scope of this case. But again, McGlynn, he wrapped up saying that this is a very important matter. The claimants believe that their constitutional rights have been imperiled, and so it's the court's belief that I should try to work through this with as much dispatch as possible, understanding that we want to get it right, man. Whatever discovery needs to be exchanged can be exchanged, but also understanding that in these cases, there isn't a lot of prolonged or protracted discovery. So clearly McGlynn, he's getting to the merits of this case. And it's interesting because you have the Northern District cases in Illinois that plaintiffs have said that they want to put a stay on that so they can appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. So clearly that is going to be interesting to see, how whatever filing to the U.S. Supreme Court happens with the Northern District cases, but you've got those Southern District cases that Judge Stephen McGlynn's moving forward with in an expeditious fashion. So wanted to just chime in here really quick to get you this Friday evening update. And of course, we'll be back at it bright and early Monday morning to review this further. I had a talk with Todd Vandermeide, who's been consulting the plaintiffs group, Federal Firearms Licensees of Illinois. So I'll share with you the conversation I had with him. But do follow me on X for the latest on this. You can follow that quick rush transcript of the hearing on my X channel. But you can also find the work I do at thecentersquare.com and read the latest article there. Judge not interested in delaying challenge to Illinois' gun ban. All right, Bishop on Air. Quick Friday evening update before I bolt out of here and go have dinner with the wife. You guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday morning.
So